Webb. Goes back to Maya Bask, who calmly skips past the player, sends him the wrong way. And here's Lane now. It's JC Lane. She's got a little bit of support from Harney over on the right side. She was going to have to go away, but Molly McKeever with a fantastic. It certainly was, wasn't she? She's really good in the air as well. Danger's not quite cleared. Harney gets a shot away, but it's in the netting behind the goal and over, and it's a goal kick for Maidenhead United. Well, for Ascot United, bit of good form for them as well. Unbeaten in the last 3 in all competitions coming into this game today, with back-to-back draws though. Those draws coming against Maidenhead United and Bridgewater. All right, if you're watching on the Maidenhead United YouTube, I just heard it's just coming through, but you should have the pictures now. It's all right, still 0-0 here. You haven't missed too much of the action. We've had a chance from Ascot United, blazed high and over the bar, and Aaliyah Charles forced Cherry Presler into a save. That's the big moments of the game really so far, but 0-0 here in this cup final, the Berks and Bucks Women's Senior Cup final. Here's Harney. It's won back by Chloe Webb. Here's Bask now. Set Webb off on her way over on this left side, but Kate Fox has got there first, and she's happy to see the ball out of play for a goal kick for the Yellow Women. I was talking about draws there. Ascot come into this one, that 1-1 draw, of course, against Maidenhead last Sunday at their racecourse ground. Before that, it was a 1-1 draw away at Bridgewater. And before that, it was actually the semi-final of this competition, that 3-0 away win. Harney, Huntley and Golden on this score sheet that particular day. For Maidenhead United, as we said, 1-1 with Ascot last Sunday. Before that, it was a 3-0 home defeat against Moneyfields, but Moneyfields are the league leaders and going very well this season. And before that, it was that 1-1 draw away at MK Dons in the semi-final of this competition, a 5-4 win on penalties for the Magpies. If there's no score or it's a draw after the 90, we will go straight to a penalty shootout here at Beaconsfield Town as well to settle this. It has to be decided this afternoon.
Mentioned May Goulden there. She's a former Reading player who was part of the under-21 squad who won this competition 2 seasons ago.
Hey, well there we go. She's on the bench right now actually, isn't she, for Ascot United, May Goulden. We're waiting for the throw to be taken for Ascot. The wind again picking up in our position down here. Delaney feeding it forward, now switched to the right side. Here's Lane. Now it's with Poppy Dearlove on this right side. It's not a bad ball into the box, but there's no yellow shirts there. And it's going to be picked up over on the far side by Ackerman. Possession returned straight back to Ascot United with Poppy Dearlove. Delaney's going to chase after it, but Chloe Webb gets there first and snuffs out the danger. What a lovely ball that is over to Preston over on the far side.
Does well to keep it in there.
Yeah, she did really well. Hattie Kettle makes the initial challenge, but Preston's going to have a second bite at a cherry here. Delivers it into the box, but it's going to come away with Ascot. Tell you something, Maya Bask is having a blinder, the number 21 for Maidenhead United. She's won absolutely everything so far at the back for the Magpies.
Forcing that ball forward every time.
Yeah, she's a really positive player, isn't she?
Absolutely.
Well, Ascot will be looking to continue their clean sheet run as well. 2 clean sheets in the last 5, scored in the last 7 in all competitions as well. Maidenhead United chasing a number of firsts. It'll be the first time they've ever gone back-to-back in this competition. In fact, that's because it will only be the second time they've ever won it. But anyway, got 23 points this season. That is equalled last season's total, but they still have 5 league games to go as well. They've already scored more goals than they managed in the entire league campaign of last season. Molly McKeever with another fantastically timed challenge over.
We love a sliding tackle.
Oh, don't we just. mind, of course, Maidenhead United currently 5th in the table in the Women's National League South West Division 1, and they've never ever finished in the top 5 before, so it could be quite the season for Maidenhead United. Ascot, of course, whatever they finish this season will be the highest they've ever finished. First season playing in the Women's National League. Here's Alice Ballon now with the throw. Up it goes into the path there of JC Lane, who can't quite get it under control, and it's out for a Maidenhead United throw, just inside their own half. Chloe Webb there putting the ball forward. Again, Basques winning everything so far.
Katie Vince nice and wide open there, calling for the ball.
Yeah, receives it.
Driving forward.
Oh, this is lovely play, trying to get it into the path of Megan Harper, but Vince is going to pick it back up again. Goes back to Ackerman. Ackerman putting the ball into the box. But O'Brien's unable to run onto it. How you getting on with the Dave Kitson question, Abby? 9 clubs, how many have you got?
No comment.
Maybe we should start giving 1 or 2 here. Anybody who might have missed it on the Maidenhead United channel, we've got the first quiz question of the day. It's Dave Kitson, the Maidenhead United women's manager, of course, played for 9 different clubs in his career. Who are they?
I'm a stalwart quizmaster as well, so no cheating will happen here. I might just have to admit defeat.
You've not proved it yet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all right when you already know the answers, isn't it?
I am sat here on my high horse right now, aren't I? Yes, absolutely.
Hey, that's how I feel as well.
I've got some great stats and facts for you about both Ascot and Maidenhead. Did you know the King of Thailand used to live in Ascot? Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah. Before he came to the throne, he used to spend a bit of time in Ascot. There you go.
Very nice.
Back to the action here as the shorter rain is just starting to come down a little bit. Battle down here. Maya Basque involved. She's been involved in everything, the number 21 so far for Maidenhead United. It was against Anaya Harney. Here is Basque again. Goes back to McKeever. McKeever.
Vince on that striding run forward again, pushing that play forward for Maidenhead.
Didn't Katie Vince have an Under Armour layer on about 2 minutes ago? Or am I just going mad here?
No, I think she did. I think she does prefer, but she's obviously, it's all that charging forward. She's sad enough.
I thought I was going mad, but there we go. And that was a Poppy Dearlove, the number 7. It's been picked up by Preston. Vince trying to feed it through, but Dearlove is there, and it's hooked back forward though by Hattie Kettle. I'm just going to go cover my laptop up for a second, if that's okay.
Play restarts after Hattie Kettle booted the ball out into the dugout. And it's played forward by Katie Vince, who takes the throw in. Katie Ackerman sends the ball forward just over the head of Simone, but it's into the path of Chloe Webb and out for a Maidenhead from corner. Ian's not wrong, it has just started chucking it down here. We've got a slight cover, but that wind is really picking up. It's getting a nice side rain here. Katie Ackerman to take the Maidenhead corner here. We're very deep into the box here. Everyone's lined up. Sends it in, and it's tipped just out of the hands of Cherry Presner, and it's back out and into the path of Ascot, but Maidenhead win it back. Ackerman and Harney battling there.
Well, sorry about that, Abby, I'm back. I just had to go rescue my laptop because it was exposed to the elements and it has started to rain here at Beaconsfield. I saw a comment come in as well. Somebody's starting to answer the quiz questions as well. We've got for you Dave Kitson played for 9 clubs. Who were they during a very distinguished professional career? A couple of non-league clubs in there as well, just to make life really, really difficult for you. Oh, yeah, I had to say you're smarter than me.
I'm not sure it's working though.
I can't stress enough how blustery the conditions are here in the gantry at Beaconsfield. Ball goes out of play over on the far side. It's going to be a throw for Ascot United. It's Isabel Cox who's going to take the throw right in front of the Ascot dugout there, just inside her own half. Forward it goes, straight out of play. It's another throw. Just gaining a few precious yards here. Neil, if you're just tuning in, good afternoon, hello, welcome. We appreciate you coming along for this one today. Let's put that there, let's see if that does anything. No, I've got no hand warmer. I've got 3, don't worry.
You're more prepared than I am.
Yeah, quite used to spending time in gantries at the minute, which is great. A big thank you to all of you for watching this afternoon as well. Who are you supporting as well in that live chat? Let us know. Thank you, Lee. The ball whips over. Webb's going to chase after it, and she does pick it up too. Ballon is there with her, but it is a throw. What have you made of the game so far, Abby? Who's edged the start of the game for you?
I think just Maidenhead, just slightly ahead, but they're pretty evenly matched, if I'm honest. You can see why there's only 3 points, 2 places between the sides. You can see why it was a draw last weekend.
They're really impressive, actually, Ascot. I know, like we said, we must stress they've only won the league last season, so earned promotion into the Women's National League for the first time. And yeah, they're currently 7th in the table. It's a 12-team division, isn't it? They are going very well indeed. Maidenhead United looking for the highest ever finish in their history as well. Currently 5th in the table. If they stay there, it will be a best ever league finish for them. This is a cup competition, of course, the final of the Berks and Bucks Women's Senior Cup. And Maidenhead United won it last season for the first ever time, beating Newport Pagnell Town ladies in the final here at Beaconsfield. Throw for Maidenhead. Here's Stockton. Goal machine picked up by Harper. Bit of a shove in the back there by the number 8 of Darcy Maxted, but the referee continues. Now it's fed through and trying to get it into the path of JC Lane, who now looks like she's switched more over to the left side.
Out by Molly McKeever for a Ascot throw-in.
Tall Molly McKeever.
She absolutely uses that to her advantage in such a fantastic way as well.
Here's Fox, has scored against Maidenhead United this season. In fact, she scored in 100 minutes in that 1-1 draw last Sunday. Here's Stockton. She's been a goal machine for the Magpies. In fact, she might even be the league leader's top goal scorer overall, Izzy Stockton. She has been on fire this season. Moneyfield's going well at the top. Battling with Swindon Town, aren't they, in the Women's National League?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I saw Moneyfield play a couple of times. Well, actually, I think they were against Ascot, in fact, how many, 3 seasons ago now. And so it's great to see, they're not a Berkshire side, but it's great to see sides like that making their way up through the pyramid.
Yeah, Moneyfields, if you don't know, are based right in the heart of Portsmouth, aren't they, actually? I've seen Moneyfields recently against Maidenhead. It finished Maidenhead 0, Moneyfields 3 that day. That was actually at Ascot United's racecourse ground as well. Maidenhead United, of course, normally play at York Road when they can. However, it is a grass pitch, whereas Ascot United's is
yeah, one of a number of clubs offering up their 3G pitch for the season to make sure games get played.
Yeah, I've got to say a lot of credit to Ascot United as a club in general, because I know Binfield men's side have played a few games at the racecourse ground because their pitch hasn't quite been due to the sheer volume of rain we've had this year already. And I know Bracknell Town also opened up their pitch, didn't they? And Ascot United, of course. So a big thank you to those guys. Big thank you to Beaconsfield as well for hosting today's final like they did last year. We are still 0-0 in this one, waiting for the deadlock to be broken. Has to be decided today. Aaliyah Charles with the only real shot on target of the game for Maidenhead United. But it wasn't enough on it to really test Cherry Presner in goal. Now it's pushed over onto the left-hand side. Could this be an opportunity? Lane delivers the ball into the box. Clark is reaching for it, gets something just to take it a little bit further away from goal. Alice Ballum picking it up and going back to Fox. Fox trying to shuffle the ball through. Here is Delaney on the right side, but she's got Simone O'Brien and Charles for company, but the ball comes off for Leah Charles and it's a corner for the Yellow Women. And I see a good crowd inside Beaconsfield today for this final. A few hardy souls, a few cowering under the trees off to our left as well to escape the rain. Yes, the rain is now coming down.
Really driving down as well. That would be making the conditions out there a little bit tricky for the players now.
Well, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Because when we drove in, we car shared today, didn't we? And it was blue skies and sunshine. And now, within the space of a couple of hours, it's grey clouds and rain. Typical British weather. The ball comes into the box. It's gone all the way through. I think that was over the line, was it? Yes. And the goal stands, even from our position up here, it did look like the ball was over the line. Kenny Clark has stayed down on the ground, the goalkeeper for Maidenhead United, so let's just hope she is okay. But it's Ascot who look like they've broken the deadlock here. A dangerous ball into the box.
They've celebrated like it has, but the referee is going over to the lino.
Yeah, I'm not so sure it was an issue whether the ball was over the line. It looked, we're quite away. We're actually on the halfway line, and I could see that it was well over. I think it was more just to see in case there was a foul maybe committed on Kenny Clark, but it looks like nothing. It's been given. And I'm not sure we got the final touch actually either, so we'll check our own social medias very shortly to see if there's an announcement. But what we do know is Maidenhead United Women 0, Ascot United Women 1 in the final of the Women's Berks and Bucks Women's Senior Cup. Well, we've got the YouTube clip as well up off to our right, so I'm going to have another look at it. We are back underway. Maidenhead United behind in the game, trying to feed it through to Simone O'Brien.
There's a flurry of players in that box as well. It's very crowded.
Somebody definitely put their foot out though, and I saw it. I'm going to have a look back at it now. It comes in, and I wonder if it's an own goal actually.
Looks to have pinballed off a few players before it's gone in there.
Yeah, it did, and I just wonder, it might have been Ackerman. I'm not totally certain here, so I don't want to get it completely wrong, but there's a possibility it might well have been an own goal. Well, we'll check the Maidenhead and Ascot socials to find out. Here's Molly McKeever. Now, I'm not going mad, by the way. When I read out the team names, Molly McKeever was down at 15. There has been a shirt change now. She is wearing the number 25 in this game, so I'm not going mad. Well, we just know that Ascot United lead in this final. They're seeking their first ever success in the Berks and Bucks Women's, and it's been given to Isabella Cox. So it's Isabella Cox who has been awarded the goal according to Ascot United. So Cox on the score sheet, the number 3 for Ascot. Oh, this wind and rain is really coming down quite heavy actually, isn't it? I hope it gets better soon because we've got quite a lot of expensive equipment up here in the gantry.
I'm just glad I made sure I put my raincoat on.
Well, I wasn't even going to bring my big coat today. I didn't think I needed it. I was just going to wear my gilet, you know, because it's Ascot United. I thought I would wear a gilet. But no, I've just gone and got my big coat instead. Here's Ascot United again on the attack, charging into the box, and it's Maya Baske who hoosts the ball well clear. picked back up again by the number 6 of Hattie Kettle, the captain. Well, we've got a player down. Is that Katie Vince over on the far side, just down on the ground? It's Molly McKeever stood up alongside her. Well, let's, whilst we've got a little break in play, remember my quiz question, Abby. All right, we're going to start going through some. I've got more quiz questions for you coming up in the second half as well, and everybody watching. Thank you to all of you, by the way. If you're watching on the Live Sport Now YouTube or the Maidenhead United YouTube channel, please hit that like button and that subscribe button for more action. But the live chat is definitely open at Live Sport Now, because that's where I've seen a few comments. If it's open at Maidenhead, comment there as well. We'll check them all at half time. So let's get some clubs going. Okay, Dave Kitson, of course, the Maidenhead United women's manager, played for 9 clubs in his career. Give me one, Abby. Give me one.
I'm going to risk it. Here's one of them, Reading.
Ah, wow. 1 point to you.
And the only point I'll be getting.
Lee, who's doing an amazing job ensuring we get these live pictures. Lee has said Stoke City. Well done, Lee. Oh, well done. Brilliant stuff.
He's cheering valiantly, if anybody wants to know.
He's always told me he's a massive Dave Kitson fan as well.
I've just told you I am, but I can only name one club.
That's true. That's true. Right.
Don't tell him that if we do meet him. That would be mortifying.
We'll catch up with him after the game, no doubt. Max goes back to Clark in goal. Now it's pushed forward to Katie Vince. I'm pleased to say he's back on her feet again. Forward it goes to Preston, who picks it up well. Here's Ackerman trying to feed it through. Harper is the intended target, but it's going to run all the way through to Presner in goal. What a goal coming for Ascot United from the corner. And I wonder, it was almost direct from the corner as well, wasn't it? Isabella Cox has been credited with the goal by Ascot United. Here is Delaney trying to bring it down, but it's been picked up by Simone O'Brien, trying to feed it through to Harper. And it's going to run through to Che Presner in goal once again. A few spectators have now made their way into the Dave Pearcey stand there. Not a great deal of cover in that stand. But there's a fantastic clubhouse here, though, at Beaconsfield, isn't there? And that's where a large body of people are waiting right now. Bask picks the ball up again for Maidenhead. Over to Vince over on the right side. A little bit of space to move the ball into here. Katie Vince still charging forward, looking for options. Who wants it? It comes in, but it can't beat the body of Mia Delaney. And the 2 number 8s going toe-to-toe. Leah Charles and Darcy Maxted there. Charles gets it back to McKeever, who goes back to Baskin. Maidenhead just moving the ball well at the minute. Here's O'Brien. Can she keep it in? It runs out of place. A throw for Ascot deep inside their own half. The rumble of the road behind us, the big roundabout actually that's just off the M40. Beaconsfield services I can see from our position as well. That's where dinner will be later, Abby. I wonder what delights they've got at Beaconsfield services. I do know they have a Weatherspoons there though.
Oh,
very famous for having a Weatherspoons in Beaconsfield services. There you go. I must say though, if you are the driver, do not drink, of course. If you're not the driver and you're the passenger, have a great time.
Well, hey, now's probably the time I tell you that I don't drink, so...
Oh, you could drive home then. There was Darcy Maxted. Back it goes. Pushed over to the right side. It's going to be kept in just by Cox, the goal scorer. Poppy Dearlove. Here's Erin Huntley now. She's been on the score sheet in this competition so far. I've spent so much time doing all of my notes and all of my stats, and I can't access them because of the weather.
If you do find a handwritten starting 11 at some point round Beaconsfield, could we have it back?
Yeah, if anybody's
we're clinging on to it right now.
If anybody's on the M40 later and a soggy bit of paper slaps into your windscreen with 22 names written on it, it's my fault. Reading actually as well, Kenny Clark. If this does go to a penalty shootout, Maidenhead can find the goal back into it. It was Kenny Clark between the sticks of Maidenhead today who made a vital save in the penalty shootout win over MK Dons. It might just give them just that little bit of extra confidence if we do have a shootout at the end of this. However, if it stays like this, it will be a first ever Women's Senior Cup for Ascot United women. We can't be too far away from half-time now, so can we another 5-6 minutes or so, I reckon? Oh, 10 minutes. There you go. Must have kicked off later than I thought. I get so excited I don't even bother looking at the clock.
If anybody'd like to bring us a cup of tea, that would be fantastic.
Oh, I've been asking for that for years in commentary boxes, and the clubs are very, very nice, I must say, but their duties don't stretch to provide us with tea and coffee, I'm afraid. You did say you were going to have a Bovril at half time. I don't think I've ever had a Bovril in my life. Isn't it just thick gravy? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that all it is?
Salt.
Isn't that
delicious?
I thought that was like a northern thing.
I guess so, but it's a football thing.
This is the Berkshire and Buckinghamshire Women's Cup final. We don't do that sort of thing.
No, I went to Millwall the other day and had a Bovril. Well, I didn't have a Bovril. My friend I was with had a Bovril.
Fair enough.
How far do you have to get before it's the north?
Watford.
You're one of those, are you? I was in Milton Keynes the other day. That
It must have been snowing.
it was actually glorious sunshine, which is what it isn't right now.
Well, what we've neglected a little bit here is Maidenhead actually just produced a dangerous attack down over on the right-hand side. The throw comes in. Izzy Stockton is the intended target. The ball inside the Ascot box. It's tried to be hooked back in, but it's come off an Ascot player, and it's a corner now. Now, Ascot scored almost direct from the corner before. Maidenhead will be desperate to do something equally positive as well as they look to try and get back into this game. Can they seek the equaliser before the break? I wonder what Dave Kitson will say to his side. Izzy Stockton, the main threat, goal-scoring threat really for Maidenhead United, the top scorer.
Ackerman to take the corner. Her delivery's been fantastic so far. It's just that final product.
It's another good one as well, and that was actually my Bass getting up there. The number 21, who so far for me, for Maidenhead United, has been a bit of a rock at the back. And as you've said a few times as well, Abby, very positive in pushing the ball forward. No backwards play from Maya Bass today. It's all forward, forward, forward. Ackerman now is going to trot from one side of the pitch to the other. She almost didn't start this game, did she? Had to pass a very late fitness test under the guidance of Sean Hillier. I'm pleased to say she was deemed able to start. Here she is, Ackerman again.
Another
Tell you what, I think that was that was very well done. That was Alice Ballum there, the number 2, clearing the danger away, and if she hadn't done, that was curling in towards the goal as well. Ackerman again. Oh, a different approach this time. Chloe Webb was the intended target, but Ascot have read it well. A huge opportunity to break here. Over on this right side, it's Alice Ballum. She's going to have to do it alone at the minute, although Harney's charging forward into the box. Oh, and Molly McKeever stretches out her leg to deal with the danger. It falls to Lindsay Preston. Nice turn by Preston. Trying to whip it through. Shouts of handball. The referee doesn't give it, but Harper has it now. Stockton, again the intended target. But it's going to be Erin Huntley to see the ball into the arms safely for Cherry Presner, the goalkeeper for the Yellow Women. Rain coming down quite hard now, isn't it? Did not plan for this weather. I don't think anybody here did, actually. That's why people are taking quite a bit of shelter. Harper dropping deep, picking up the ball. Here's Chloe Webb now. Here's Ackerman. Former QPR player, Katie Ackerman, was won this competition last season with Maidenhead United as well, looking to do the double. The shot comes in. It's not a bad effort as well from Harney there. And now Harney, again, she's been on the score sheet in this competition this season for Ascot United. Vince charging forward. Leah Charles now. Ackerman's grown more and more into this game, Abby, as it's gone on this half.
Yeah, absolutely. This is our bread and butter, I think, just commanding that midfield.
Yeah, it's Erin Huntley there who whips the ball away. It just trickles into the Maidenhead half, but the ball is with the Magpies and now at the feet of Kenny Clark, the goalkeeper. The penalty heroics in the semi-finals. Been picked back up though by Dearlove. Now it's a foot race up against Aaliyah Charles. The retreating Katie Vince gets the ball tangled in her feet, and it's a throw for Ascot right in front of Dave Kitson and the Maidenhead United dugout. 5 minutes to go to the break.
Did he play for a Sheffield team?
Yes.
United?
He did play for yes, you're Sheffield United. I can't check my notes right now. Actually, yeah, very good point. Anybody tuning in right now, people are coming and going all the time. Thank you for watching. We really do appreciate it. It's Mother's Day. If you are celebrating, happy Mother's Day to you. But we've got a first quiz question of the day. Dave Kitson, the Maidenhead United women's manager during a very distinguished playing career, played for 9 different clubs. Who are they? There's a couple of non-league clubs in there as well, so a bit of a tricky one. But if you know any, shout them out, pop them in the live chat. We'd love to hear from you. If you can tell us how many goals he scored in his career as well, that would be impressive. I don't trust Wikipedia, let's put it that way. Well, Clark over to McKeever as Maidenhead United just reset. Charles forced to go back. Clark with a drill ball forward. Kettle has to go back to Presner. It's a heavy touch. The ball was lashed at Presner with some venom.
Played for Reading last season. Product of the Chelsea Academy as well.
Who's that? Is that
Jerry Presner?
Do you know what? I knew I recognised the name. I knew I recognised. So we would have commentated on her in the semi-final last season at Maidenhead United 1. Here is Kettle now, the captain for Ascot United, forward to Anaya Harney. We were talking about it before, actually. No Libby Doyle today for Ascot United, which will be something of a miss, because Libby Doyle was part of Maidenhead's squad last season as well, and a very, very talented player indeed, but sadly injured at the minute. We thought she might be able to make it, but unfortunately not.
No, and she's done a great job of captaining the side this season, so big boots for Hattie Kettle to fill, but I think she's doing a great job.
Oh, Stockton trying to latch onto something here. Chances have been few and far between, really, for Maidenhead United.
Just struggling in that final third of play, aren't they, this afternoon? Yeah,
if you are just tuning in, hello, good afternoon. Isabella Cox has been credited with the goal. I think it might have even come direct from a corner for Ascot United. It's the final of the Berks and Bucks Women's Senior Cup. Maidenhead United looking to make it back-to-back victories in this competition, winning it last season here at Beaconsfield in the final against Newport Pagnell Town. And that was Huntley launching the ball, and Maya Bask again. Oh, she's so calm and composed on the ball. And Katie Vince can't quite keep it in, and possession is going to switch back to the Yellow Women, almost on the halfway line. Big thank you to the Berks and Bucks FA also for the organisation of the tournament.
It's no mean feat, is it? 31 finals they host every season.
It's not bad, is it? Yeah, it's not bad at all. It means an awful lot to the clubs involved. It really does. Another county competition, but I saw the scenes of Southall United the other day. They won their county cup competition, and the emotions it meant, because it was silverware, you know, and it's what football's all about, isn't it? It's about participating, it's about competing, but it's also about winning. I make no bones about it. Bask trying to whip the ball into the path of O'Brien. Too much on it, out of play for a throw for Ascot United. The idea was good, the execution perhaps not quite the intended target. Well, I've actually just got the County Cup finals. Well, it says 2025, but I'm assuming that's that can't be right. I haven't seen it. Yeah, I've noticed a misprint in the program.
There's a typo.
Oh, there's a typo. Uh-oh. Only very minor one. Coming up next, if anybody's interested, in the local area as well, in the Berkshire, Buckinghamshire area, and fancy catching some of the action, the next Saturday, the 21st of March, it's the Under-13s Girls' Cup. That's at Abingdon United. Well, there's 3 games actually. The Under-14s Girls' Cup final as well, and the Invitational Cup Under-16s Girls' final. Those games, first one from 10 o'clock, then 12:30, then 3 o'clock. That's next Saturday. And then on Sunday, the 22nd of March, it's the Under-14 Youth Sunday Cup and the Women's Trophy. Both games played at Penn & Tyler's home ground. The ball's into the box, into the back of the net, but it won't count. Looks like there's been a foul on Cherry Presner in the build-up to that play. The ball in the back of the net for Maidenhead United, but it does not count, and it remains Maidenhead 0, Ascot United 1. Too busy reading the programme. It came in. It was put away by Megan Harper, it looks like. We'll have another look as it came into the box. Yeah, it was Cherry Presner up against Izzy Stockton there, and the ball was forced out of her hands when she had both on. And Harper put it into the back of the net, but it does not count, and it remains Maidenhead 0, Ascot United 1. We are into stoppage time at the end of this first half. And that is half time. Well, it's going to plan so far for the yellow women here. Maidenhead United trailing by a goal to 0. Isabella Cox credited with the goal. It is the final, though. Maidenhead United, they have to find a way back into it in this second half. Abby, what did you make of the opening 45 minutes here?
It's been a great show of football, I think. Both sides proving their worth and why they're in this final, definitely. Ascot just getting that little edge there. Bit of a lucky goal, I think. Maidenhead have had a good go themselves, but yeah, just Ascot showing why they're 1-0 up right now, I think.
Yeah, this is far, far from over, isn't it? So I wonder what both managers will say to their sides at the break. Ascot United's looking for their first ever triumph in this competition. A huge second half coming up for both these two teams. Don't go far, everybody. Keep your quiz question answers coming in as well. Remember, Dave Kitson, who is the Maidenhead United women's manager, played for 9 clubs in total. Who were they? Pop them in your answers in that live chat. We can see them. We're going to go have a look at them now. We're also live on the Maidenhead United YouTube channel, Live Sport Now YouTube channel, on my Twitter page as well, at Ian Waterhouse1. Right, time for a bovril, it sounds like to me. Let's try and set the equipment up because it is very, very wet and windy here at Holloway's Park, the home of Beaconsfield. Don't go far, everybody. We'll be back for the second half, where we will bring you the live trophy lift as well. Do not go far. We'll see you soon. Well, welcome back, everybody. Something that's getting worse and worse and worse as this day goes on is the weather. It has absolutely deteriorated over half time. The wind has gone up again. The rain is coming down even harder. But we are still excited for a brilliant second half of football. Ascot United lead at the break by 1-0 here in the Berks and Bucks Women's Senior Cup Finals. The players make their way back out onto the pitch. As you can see, we've got a lot of support here at Holloway's Park, the home of Beaconsfield Town. A big thank you to Beaconsfield Town for hosting this final. Right, I think it's time we give a quiz question answer for you. I've banged on about it throughout that first half, so now let's give it for you. Dave Kitson played for 9 clubs in total throughout his career. The reason Dave Kitson is because he is the Maidenhead United women manager, of course. Abby, would you like to maybe have a go at getting some of those answers? Who do you think? Because I know you've had a chance to have a think about this, haven't you? No Googling has been going on at all here, but maybe chuck a couple of teams out there, maybe who you might know. So who do we think?
I think he had an illustrious career at Hitchin Town, didn't he?
He did have an illustrious history at Hitchin Town. He also played at Arlesey Town in Bedfordshire. Now, the teams that we all recognise, of course, Cambridge United, Reading, Stoke. He had a loan spell at Middlesbrough, Portsmouth, Sheffield United and Oxford United as well. Right, here's another geography question for you. Hope you like your geography. Ascot and Maidenhead are the two sides making up this final. What is the distance between the two train stations in miles? Okay. That's one to have a little think about. You can answer now.
Okay, I thought I was going to be given more time to think. Oh, okay.
Now you know Ascot well. You know the town of Maidenhead.
I
both
do.
in Berkshire, and they're actually
I've frequented both their train stations many times.
big clues that they're not that far away from each other. I'm going to tell you the answer is 8 miles.
Oh, do you know what? I was going to go 7.
How long do you think it takes to get between Ascot and Maidenhead on the train?
There must be a change, I think. I'd have thought there's probably a change at Reading, isn't there?
You're clever. I was really gonna trick you there. It's about 56 minutes. Can you believe that? 56
That's the change
minutes.
at Reading, won't you? And there's always wait time at Reading.
Yeah, you
always.
do have to change at Reading.
Yeah.
It's 56, I think, if it's a clear run. It could be up to an hour and 26 minutes to go 8 miles. By train. Anyway, we're back underway here. Katie Vince has the ball in her hands. I don't think there's been any changes from either side, so your Maidenhead United line up like this. Clark is in goal, and Vince, Webb, Bask, McKeever, Charles Ackerman, O'Brien, Preston, Harper and Stockton. For Ascot United, it's Presner in goal, and Ballum, Cox, Huntley, Fox, Kettle, Dearlove, Maxted, Harney, Delaney and Lane. They are your 11 for both these two sides. It's a big 45 minutes coming up here for both these two teams. Ascot United looking to chase a little bit of history by winning this competition for the first ever time. Maidenhead looking to create their own little piece of history as well by going back to back in this competition. Kenny Clark has the ball at her feet. I just wonder what the both sets of managers said to their sides at the break. I mean, two very different speeches, wouldn't they, Abby?
Do we think Kitson's a sort of Ferguson hairdryer type? Or do you think he's cool, calm, collected, like a Scott Parker? I feel like he's probably quite chill, isn't he?
I think he's got a mixture of both. I'm just going to sit on the fence here. We're going to speak to him later.
I'm asking you that as if you've ever been in a half-time team talk.
I've interviewed him a few times,
yeah.
So I'm just going to sit in the middle. Stockton gets a shot away, and in these conditions, it's worth having a go, isn't it? Not quite enough power on it to trouble Presner in the goal, but in these wet, tricky, slippy conditions, sometimes it's just worth having a swing at it.
That wind is coming from the left as well, so I think Maidenhead have got that advantage to them this time, like Ascot did have in the first half. So,
yeah, Chloe Webb knocking the ball forward against Stockton, the intended target, but Presner will get there first. Say both these sides going well in the Women's National League, both playing in the same division, of course. Maidenhead 5th in the table, Ascot 7th, just 3 points separating the two of them. Both sides on the up as well. Maidenhead United finished 8th last season, currently find themselves 5th. They could finish in the top 5, but the first time they've ever done it in their history at the Women's National League level. Ascot United, whatever they do this season, after winning the Southern Regional League last season. It will be their best ever and highest ever finish in their history. It's Katie Ackerman trying to win it back. McKeever picks it up, feeds it to Aaliyah Charles with a nice little turn there by Mia Delaney to win the ball back for Ascot United in their own half. Here's the captain, Kettle. Goes back to her keeper, Presner. Huntley, again forced to go back to Presner. The goal is needed for the Magpies here. All the attacking intent has to come from Maidenhead United, and Ackerman's decided to have a go at this. I think perhaps a little bit of frustration more coming out from Katie Ackerman there. She's a very vocal player, isn't she?
Yeah, absolutely. That's about 40 yards out as well.
It would have taken something quite special, but she might have actually been trying to set Simone O'Brien over on that left side off on her way. But I think, knowing Katie Ackerman, I think she was going for goal. Well, a big thank you to all of you for tuning in today as well. We are live at numerous places today. Maidenhead United YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. A lot of content coming up for you. In fact, up next for Maidenhead United, next Wednesday. In fact, this Wednesday, they're away at Abingdon in the league. Ascot United playing next week. Next Saturday, they're away at Bournemouth Sports in the Women's National League. Now the ball's over on the right-hand side. It's a foot race straight to it first. The number 2 of Alice Ballum. Well, Maidenhead are going to start to have to take risks here, and it might leave them a little bit exposed at the back, as we just saw there. Here is Isabel Cox. She was credited with the goal in the first half, although I thought it might have come off a Maidenhead player. Preston heads it back down, but straight into the path of Lane, who whips the ball into the box. It's hooked away, and Preston knocks it forward. There's nobody in the Ascot half, though, for Maidenhead. And Erin Huntley has time to get the ball back to her goalkeeper. Harper trying to chase it down. It's put up well. Webb can't quite get it under control, and it's been picked back up by Mia Delaney. Harper now trying to feed it through to Stockton. Kettle had her arm up, adamant that Stockton was offside, but I actually thought she timed the run quite well there. But either way, Ascot came back away with the ball.
Doing really well to close down those Maidenhead chances and just shut them out.
Yeah, this is the third meeting between these two sides this season, and so far it does seem that Ascot United are proving a little bit of a thorn in the Magpies' side. They drew 1-1 of each other last Sunday in a precursor to this game, but back in September the two sides also met in the league. It finished Maidenhead United 2, Ascot United 3, so the Yellow Women yet to lose to Maidenhead this season, and right now they lead this one by 1-0. If it stays like this, Ascot United Women will win their first ever Berks and Bucks Women's Senior Cup. This wind is howling around. You can probably hear it on our microphones here as well. Quite remarkable. This morning it was blue skies and sunshine. Just goes to show how quickly it changes. If anybody's watching as well on YouTube at Live Sport now, especially because I know the live chat is open there, wants to get a Mother's Day message in, please do comment. We'll give you a bit of a shout out as well. So do get your Mother's Day messages coming in, and we'll read them out for you. If you've got a football mum, football fab mum, is that football mad mum? That's what I was trying to say. Football mad mum. I was advised to leave it, but I'm going to keep. I'm going to keep going.
The cold's getting in.
There we go. Fumble of the day goes to me. The ball comes back into the box by Maidenhead, and Presler gets fists on it, punches it away, but we've got an Ascot player down in the box, and we're going to need the physio to come over. We said it before, didn't we? This is the first all Berkshire Women's Senior Cup final since 2013, when it finished Bracknell Town ladies 0, Reading 12.
Correct.
Thank you very much.
It's, Captain Hattie Kettle just receiving some treatment from the physio there.
Ascot United will be delighted with how they've played. The champions of the Southern Regional Women's Football League last season. back on the trophy trail again this season as well. You said it was Hattie Kettle who's gone down on the ground. Let's hope she is okay.
She is sitting up now, so that's a positive at least.
Had a spell in the United States as well. There's a few Maidenhead players with USA links as well. Hopefully a lot of people, if you are watching from the United States this afternoon, pop a hello in the live chat. It's great to have you along. We really appreciate you taking the time to support the women's game today. Not only is it Maidenhead's second final in a row, it's my second final in a row as well for the Women's Senior Cup.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain. And Dom's as well, yes. Dom, our cameraman. Today.
Shout out to Dom.
Shout out to Dom, yeah. We'd say shout out to Lee, but he's had enough airtime today. Here's Harper trying to feed it through again to Izzy Stockton, but it's going to run all the way through to Cherry Presner. Captain Kettle, as we can see, the number 6 back on her feet again, we're pleased to say. And as you can well imagine, Ascot United are in absolutely no hurry whatsoever. It does look like there's a player over on the far side for Ascot just starting to take their training jumper off. So I don't think we're too far away for a change for the yellow women here. A cruncher, here's Harper. The foul has been given in favour of Ascot United. You can imagine what Katie Ackerman thinks of that.
Frustration visible there from Katie.
Yes, indeed. It's a good crowd of people inside Holloway's Park this afternoon for this cup final. As we wait for the free kick to be taken to get us back underway. Well, for Maidenhead as well, it's actually been no win in the regulated 90 minutes in their last 3 in all competitions. 1-1 draw last time out, as we said, away at Ascot. 3-0 home defeat against Moneyfields. And before that, it was that semi-final, 1-1 after 90 minutes. But Maidenhead came through that tie against MK Dons 5-4 on penalties. Kenny Clark saving a penalty in that shootout. She was the hero that particular day. Route to the final for Maidenhead. Had a bye in round 1 as holders of the competitions. Beat Penn and Tylers by 2 goals, still in the quarterfinals. Izzy Stockton and Alex Dover on the score sheet that day. And as we said, they came through. MK Dons balls whipped into the box again. A low drive in from Chloe Webb. And there's enough yellow shirts there to deal with it. Lovely play over on that far side by Lane to skip over a couple of players. Lane feeds it through to the right side. Lane in acres of space again, but the ball's just got a little bit too much on it and taken away, and Vince mops it up, and now it's out for a throw. Oh, a good golden opportunity there for Ascot United to double their lead, but the pass, Abby, just a little bit too much on it to take it out of Lane's path.
Yeah, and Katie Vince did incredibly well to cut out that pressure.
Well, we're going to see a change as well for Maidenhead United very shortly. In fact, I think we're going to see it now. We're going to see a change for both teams here. The number 9 is going off for Ascot. That's Anaya Harney. She is going to make way. So Harney is off for Ascot. We'll just wait to see the number on the back of who is coming on the far side of our commentary position here at Beaconsfield Abbey. If you don't suppose you'll be able to have a little see. And as Simone O'Brien is coming off, it looks like, as well, for Maidenhead. So O'Brien is off. Oh, please turn around. No, marked herself by the tallest player on the pitch, Molly McKeever, as Maidenhead United make their first change of the game as well. And I think that's... I'm not sure, actually. We'll keep a sharp eye on it. Throw, anyway, to get us back underway. It's the number 12 who has come on, and her first touch really is to have a go at it. The number 12 there was Mate Golden. We've mentioned her name a few times. She... Goodness me, that wind is really coming down.
And that's the number number 10, Chloe Chapman, who has replaced Simone O'Brien there.
Thank you so much for that, everybody. I really appreciate that.
That was a true test of teamwork.
I was trying to play with my notebook and get the bit of paper out, but of course I did it just as the heaviest bit of wind started to blow around. So yes, Chloe Chapman is on for Maidenhead United, as is May Golden as well, who scored in the semi-final for Ascot United in the 3-0 win over Abingdon. These conditions are getting worse. I just have a feeling at full time the sun's going to come out again.
Oh, that would be lovely for the trophy lift, wouldn't it?
It would, absolutely. Here is Chloe Chapman now. The ball's fed through into the path of
excellent.
Aaliyah Charles. Megan Harper tries to get a shot away, but it's into a cluster of bodies, and Katie Vince picks it back up now, though, for Maidenhead. Ascot coming away with it. The substitute Golden going toe-to-toe with Vince. Vince does well to win it back, and McKeever puts the ball forward into the Ascot half. It's going to be picked back up again, though, for Ascot. Shouts of handball against Katie Vince, but referee's happy just to award the throw. Poppy Dearlove, the number 7, down there, and Vince goes down just to tie her shoelace, I believe. Well, that's how important could that moment have been there for Maidenhead United, Abby?
Yeah, that was a fantastic pass through by Chloe Chapman there to the feet of Aaliyah, but just couldn't do anything. Again, Ascot really doing really well. That Ascot defence doing fantastically at closing them down.
I think we all thought inside Holloway's Park that the net was about to bulge there, but Ascot do well to clear it. Here's Cox with the throw now for the yellow women, and Vince has gone back down again. We've just seen her up, but she's gone back down again. So she's got an issue with her toes or something there.
Yeah, it was a shoelace tie initially, but she's now gripped her toes there, so she looks in a little bit of discomfort.
She's going to have to go straight back into the action, and she does as well. A fierce fighter there from Katie Vince. It's been picked back up, though, by Poppy Dearlove. Now McKeever will launch the ball high and forward, and Stockton can chase after this, but Hattie Kettle will get there first for Ascot. Back to Presner, Cherry Presner in goal. Keeping a clean sheet at the minute. If they can do, it'll be 3 clean sheets in 6 for Ascot United if it stays this way.
Stockton and Kettle very well matched for pace there as well.
Substitute Golden. Back it goes to Huntley. So we can see Dave Kitson now cutting a commanding figure in the Maidenhead United dugout over on the far side. Certainly the second half has been played with all the ferocity you expect from a side chasing the game. It remains Maidenhead United 0, Ascot United Women 1. If you are just joining us, good afternoon, hello, welcome to Holloway's Park, home of Beaconsfield, for this Berks and Bucks Women's Senior Cup final between Maidenhead United Women and Ascot United Women. These two sides locked together, not too much to choose between them in the league campaign as well. It comes into the box, it's rifled and just dragged wide. That was Delaney with the strike. Well, suddenly we are seeing chance after chance after chance in this game. Maidenhead, about 5 minutes ago, had a golden opportunity to level things up, and Mia Delaney just dragging a shot wide could have made it 2-0 to Ascot. As it is, it remains Maidenhead 0, Ascot United Women 1.
Clark didn't look like she felt like she was under much pressure there, though.
Yeah, I thought that ball had gone out. McKeever, unfortunately, unable to... yeah, no, you're right. Sorry, I thought she might have had a little bit more time, but it's very easy for us to say up here in the commentary box, indeed. It's a whole different story when you are bearing down on goal. Preston has been nipped away by Lane. Dearlove trying to win it back, but a no-nonsense clearance from who else but Katie Ackerman. Katie Vince, the throw for Maidenhead, almost parallel with the halfway line. Over an hour played now here at Holloway's Park. If it stays like this, it will be a first ever Women's Senior Cup success for the Yellow Women. Of course, play their games at the racecourse ground. Club I know very well, and Stockton just needed to get something on it. The ball beat Huntley, raced all the way through to Presner in goal.
Bounced right over there in Huntley's feet there, and he just wasn't quite quick enough just to poach it and poke it home, I don't think.
Stockton got the touchdown there. It was headed on by Katie Ackerman there. And now Ascot looking to break, but there was Chapman and Maya Bask coming together. You may remember in the first half, Abby, I told you that the King of Thailand, before he came to the throne, used to live in Ascot. Well, did you know the Spice Girls had a house in Maidenhead before they made it big?
Stop
Yeah,
it.
it's true. It's true. The Spice Girls, before they became super famous, they had a house in Maidenhead whilst they were trying to make it big.
Incredible. What, as in they all lived there?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Like, as a 90s baby, I am a big Spice Girls fan. That sounds like my dream. They're supposed to be coming back as well. So,
Yeah. Well, they've never really left, have they?
Well,
let's be honest.
yeah, you're not wrong, Ian. You're not wrong.
I've
They've
just
lived in my heart forever, so you know.
I've just looked
Viva forever,
just
one
looked
might
over
say.
at Lee, our producer, and he's just reeled off me 7 Spice Girls hits. Can you believe that? I never had him down. I never had him down as a Spice Girls super fan, but yeah, he's a Spice Girls wannabe. See what we did there?
Cool, these Spice Girls jokes flying left, right, and centre.
Oh dear.
2 becomes 1.
2. You guys are good. You guys are good. Do you know the author Nick Hornby? He went to Maidenhead Grammar School. The author behind Fever Pitch. He went to Maidenhead Grammar School. No, Abby doesn't know what I'm talking about.
No, I'll take your word
There
for
are
it.
a number of you watching now who know exactly what I'm talking about. Fever Pitch is a famous, it's a football-themed book and turned into a movie.
Is it green?
Well, I mean, football's played on a green pitch, so
Plausible.
there'll be some green in it, yeah. He was an Arsenal fan. He was a super Arsenal fan. It was basically documenting his love of Arsenal and all things like that. Katie Ackerman, the late challenge there on the number 10 of Delaney, but advantage was given. And now it's Alice Ballum, and she has a go as well. It's tipped over the bar by Clark.
That was an excellent shot from Ballum there. But
Yeah.
an equally great save by Kenny Clark as well.
Well, I think she needed to get something on it as well, because I think it was going to dip underneath the bar. I think she wasn't sure which way for the corner either. I think she might have been trying to be like, no, I didn't touch it. But I was like, no, claim it, because it was a great save. Did you know Michael Parkinson once had a house down by the river, Maidenhead as well? Did you know that?
I didn't know that, but
You know who Michael Parkinson is?
I do know who
don't you?
Mike. Yeah. This is your life. Big red book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In comes the corner from Ascot. They've scored from 1 already today. It's hooked clear. Did you know John Lennon and Yoko Ono used to have a house just outside Ascot, just outside Sunningdale?
Oh.
And then after John Lennon and Yoko Ono lived there, Ringo Starr lived there.
Oh.
Did you know that? There you go.
Keeping it in the Beatles family.
Yeah. So you don't just get a football match when you watch our commentary. You get a bit of a celeb
Gets facts with
spotting.
Ian.
Yeah. And travel arrangements for you as well from Maidenhead to Ascot. So we've got a change again for Ascot United here. Just trying to see who went off there. The number, I can tell you, the number 14 has come on. That's Daniela Diaz is on. And I can't work out whether it was, just trying to have a look at the numbers, because I thought it might have been Delaney. But Vince is going to get there first. Does well to hold on to the ball. Here's Cox. Puts the ball into the box, and Clark is off the line quickly to deal with the danger. So, no, Delaney's still on the pitch. It's not Delaney. We know Harney has come off. Was it Lane? I think it might have been JC Lane who's come off, the number 11. It was. Thank you, Dom.
Thumbs up from Dom there.
Yeah. JC Lane had a big opportunity in this half to really seal the deal. Now it's a charge forward. It's Chloe Chapman, the substitute for Maidenhead, but it's a last gasp tackle by the captain, Hattie Kettle, to deal with the danger. Not quite over yet. Harper.
Quickly taken, throw in there.
Yeah.
To no avail, though.
I think Harper, unfortunately, just took a heavy touch first. Back with Chapman now. Out again. Maidenhead just gaining a few yards over on the far right side. Chloe Webb is going to take the throw for the Magpies. Here we are, 68 minutes into the game. Maidenhead United 0, Ascot United Women 1. This has to be settled today. Maidenhead have to score. Otherwise, Ascot will be champions of the Berks and Bucks Women's Senior Cup. It's bobbling around in the box. The shot comes in. Oh, and that could have gone absolutely anywhere, and it was Lindsay Preston with it. And now we're going to see a double change from Dave Kitson and Maidenhead United Women here. So it looks like, is it going to be Webb? No, Webb is staying on. So going off, Katie Vince is coming off and Ackerman is coming off. We know Ackerman has been carrying a bit of a knock, hasn't she? She had to go through a late fitness test even to start this game. So a couple of changes. I'm just trying to see the numbers. Number 20 is on. That's Charlie Evans. And the other player on is the number 17 of Martha Riley. So 3 changes for Maidenhead United. Evans, Chapman and Riley are all on. And Harper's trying to chase that down. It's been put out by the number 10 of Delaney, and it's a throw for Maidenhead over on the far side, taken quickly into the path of Harper. Here is Megan Harper again. Chips a ball into the box, but Izzy Stockton, again, she's always got 2 players on. And I tell you what, that's a wonderful effort.
And again, another fantastic save. Great work from Cherry Presner there. That
was hooked back in by Chloe Webb. And you're right, that forced Presner into a brilliant reaching save. Well, well, well. This is far from over. Lindsay Preston is going to head on over and take this corner for Maidenhead. I just sense there's a twist in the tail here at Holloway's Park. In it comes, it's headed on, and it's just gone over. It was Charlie Evans' first touch of the ball since coming on. Something big is going to happen in this game. I just sense it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a 1-0 finish, that's for sure.
It certainly does not. Bass goes back to Clark, who launches the ball up high. Kettle, captain, wins it now. It's back with Cox on this left side. Put forward nicely into the path of Diaz. Goes down under the challenge, wins the free kick over on this left side. Dangerous position. It's Poppy Dearlove who puts the ball down, but now Cox goes and stands over it too. Dearlove, the number 7 on the left side, joined Ascot from Swindon Town this season. It looks like it is going to be Dearlove to take it. It's not a bad delivery either to the back post. What a save, Betty, on the follow-up. It's into the back of the net, and it's a huge goal for Ascot United. Well, it looks like it was Erin Huntley with it on the follow-up. It was a wonderful save by Clark initially, but straight into the path of Erin Huntley, who can't miss and doesn't from there.
It's a fantastic goal for her as well. She's someone who's come through the pathway at Ascot, broken into the first team last season. So really great that a goal for her.
Well, there was a lot of work to do for Maidenhead anyway, but that mountain has just got a whole lot steeper. Poor Kenny Clark as well, because that initial save was absolutely superb. But as it is, The only thing that really matters is the scoreline. And it reads this: Maidenhead United women 0, Ascot United women 2. Harper now. We've still got time. There's still 17.5 minutes of the 90 to go here. Now it's pushed forward. Golden chasing after it, but it goes back to Clark. Straight out of play, throw for Ascot inside the Maidenhead United half. Exactly what the yellow women will be hoping for.
Maiden have got to find another level now, I think, if they want to make their mark on this game. It's an Ascot throw-in, and it's knocked on, but it's out for play.
Yeah, goal kick, and
May Gould's sliding straight into those hoardings there, but she looks fine.
Well, there's still enough time on the clock, but Maidenhead are going to have to get a bit of a move on here. Harper trying to play it, but it's picked up by Darcy Maxted. The ball through the middle just hasn't worked at all as of yet for Maidenhead. Maybe a different approach might be a better option. It's straight out for a throw for the Magpies. Lindsay Preston wastes no time and takes it quickly to Molly McKeever, who goes back to Clark. Over on that far side, Charlie Evans is dispossessed by Alice Ballum. And McKeever calmly chests the ball down, hooks it forward. But Ascot are coming again. Izzy Stockton loses out to the captain, Kettle. And Clark back to Maya Basks. Here's McKeever now. At the minute, Maidenhead are stuck in their own half, which is absolutely...
driving forward.
Yeah, again, Dearlove does well to knock the ball forward. Nice little bit of skill here by May Golden. Tries to feed the ball through, but Clark will get there first from a sprinting Daniela Diaz. That's Preston.
Out for a Maidenhead throw, taken quickly.
Yeah, Harper with it, trying to create something, but she's having to do it all alone at the minute. I wonder what Dave Kitson is thinking right now, Abby, over on that far side. Just find a way, get a goal quickly. We've got 15 minutes to go here at Holloway's Park. If Maidenhead can find 2 goals from somewhere, we will go to a penalty shootout. But as it is, it's delight for Ascot at the minute. A season to remember. In fact, it's been a golden 18 months, really, for Ascot United. Won the Southern Regional Women's First Division last season to get promoted to the Women's National League for the first time in their history. They're going well in it as well. 7th out of 12 teams. They'll comfortably secure their Women's National League status for next season, and they could cap it all off with a bit of silverware here today. Both these teams on the up, aren't they? Well worth keeping an eye on for the future.
Absolutely. We've talked about this before. The growth of the women's game is just continuing the development, and yeah, so now is the time to be investing in women's football, whether that be as a fan or as a business, as an organisation, anything.
Yeah, and my advice really is live streaming the women's games is really big thing. So if there's any football clubs out there, FC Video are your crew. So we've got a change here. Poppy Dearlove is making way. The number 7 goes off for Ascot United. And as soon as we see the number on the back, I'll let you know who has just walked onto the field of play to maybe shore things up for Ascot. It's the number 16, which is Beth Lloyd. So Lloyd comes on for the final 13 and a half minutes or so here, and straight away into the play.
Takes the captain's armband from Hattie Kettle as well.
Yeah, actually, do you know what? I was just thinking about the armband because I couldn't see it on Hattie Kettle. Then I realised she had it underneath her sleeve rather than over it. And Ascot United with a shot to win it, surely. What a save by Clark again. It was Alice Ballum who drilled it at her with some serious venom.
That's her second strike like that as well. She's got a serious bit of power.
Well, if that had nestled in the back of the net, that surely would have been game, set and match. But Maidenhead are still in it. Cox, though, heads over to take the corner. Isabella Cox was awarded the goal in the first half. And it came direct from a corner too, although I do think it took a touch off a Maidenhead player. But Isabella Cox was awarded the goal anyway, according to the Ascot United social media. But here is another opportunity for Cox to deliver a dangerous ball into the box. A third now will surely secure Ascot their first ever Women's Senior Cup. In it comes. Back it goes to Diaz. It's hooked back into the box, and there's a number of yellow players. And who else but McKeever? Really dangerous. It's a great last challenge there to knock it out of play. It's going to be another corner.
May Goulden having a real impact on this game since coming on at half time.
Yeah, but it was Charlie Evans who got that vital challenge in. But you're absolutely spot on. The number 12 for Ascot, May Goulden, since she has come on, she's put in a golden performance.
We're here all week, guys.
Oh, I didn't even realise I did that. Oh, oh dear. Anyway, back to the important matter. Referee just having a quick chat there with Erin Huntley and Maya Basks there. And it's another opportunity for Cox. She fancy having another go. Chloe Webb still talking to the referee, but the ball doesn't beat Basque, and it's out for a throw for Ascot United deep inside the Maidenhead half. This is no good for the Magpies right now. Camped in their own half. This will be absolutely exactly what Ascot United management team will be wanting. The longer it stays like this, the better for the yellow women. Long throw comes in, but again, Maya Basks. She's been so good, by the way, Maya Basks, number 21 for Maidenhead. She doesn't deserve to be on the losing team, but it's looking that way at the minute.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've seen her not win a ball. Awful English there, apologies. But yeah, I think she's won every ball she's got to.
Sounded fine to me. Maybe that says more about me. Here's Lloyd.
Just being tested by
Beth Lloyd. Yeah, Goulden just trying to check her run as well. She knew she would have strayed offside and should keep going, but Clark off her line quickly to knock it forward. And again, Ascot will more than happily just watch the ball go out of play and reset and take their time. We've got less than 10 to go here. And time is running out. Megan Harper has just come off, so another change for Maidenhead. So Harper goes off. Well, Megan Harper has certainly put in plenty of effort in this game. It's not quite gone the way she was hoping. It looks like it's Taryn Williams who's come on, the number 18.
The rain has stopped here, which is nice.
Yes, it's windy, but it's actually okay now, isn't it? Why couldn't you have done this for the last hour and a half? Well, Taryn Williams is on. She's actually been playing a bit of football this season. She's on a dual registration with Andover New Street, just to get a bit of match fitness. Charlie Evans manages to prevent the corner. Does concede the throw though. And this is music right now to Ascot United's ears. There's going to be another change as well for the yellow women here. I'm just looking at the sheets. It must be Libby Carter or Ellie Luscombe. Going off is Mia Delaney though. Well, Mia Delaney's had a very good game, the number 10. She's proved a real thorn in the side for Maidenhead this afternoon. And Delaney can be delighted with her afternoon's work. And on comes the number 17 of Ellie Liscombe. And here's Charles. Preston leaves it for Stockton. Stockton hooks it up, but it's leaving an awful lot of work here.
Signature move of Izzy Stockton there, I think, that little hook.
Well, here is Liscombe, first touch of the ball since coming on. McKeever pushing it forward into the path of Preston. McKeever goes on the overlap, but Preston's still holding on to the ball. Now it goes out of play, throw again for Ascot. Time really is running out now for the Magpies. We are going to see another change here, and it's going to be Sarah Sparrow waiting to come on. Going off, it looks like, is Chloe Webb.
Just had a fantastic game this afternoon, Chloe Webb.
Yeah, so Webb comes off, and it must be Sarah Sparrow because she's the only player on the Maidenhead bench who's yet to come on. So Sparrow is on.
I didn't bring my boots today either, so I can't offer my services to them in front of goal, unfortunately.
I've got mine down there. You can,
put a couple of extra pairs of socks on, maybe.
I've got thick socks on, right? You can have them as well if you want.
I don't think I'd do them any favours, to be honest. Tier 7 is my level of football. These lot are much better than I am. I'll get the bench hyped, though, I can tell you that. That's my job.
Absolutely, Abby, absolutely. Well, it's not quite over yet. Here's Leah Charles pushing it over to the left side. It's a good ball into the box. It runs all the way through and out for a goal kick, though. And we've got just over 5 minutes of the 90 to go here. As ever, thank you to all of you for tuning in. Let me just jump on, see if there's been any comments in the live chat. So it's Mother's Day as well. If you want to give a loved one a shout out, please do. I've been told another bit of information here. Jamie says Peter Jones from Dragon's Den went to the same school in Maidenhead as Nick Hornby, Maidenhead Grammar. There you go.
Must be something in the water around here then.
Yeah, and Tess Preston is watching from California, supporting Lindsay Preston and the team. Lindsay, of course, still on the pitch. Had a very good game in number 23 for Maidenhead, but it's not quite going the Magpies' way right now. See your comments, do keep them coming in. Thank you if you're watching at the Maidenhead United YouTube channel as well. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button and subscribe button. So much content coming up across the Maidenhead United women, men's teams as well, and youth sides. And of course, Maidenhead United could be moving home fairly soon from York Road down to Braywick Park.
Yeah, they've had the thumbs up. They put out a fantastic community video on that as well. I thoroughly enjoyed watching that. People from all areas of the club talking about how important they are to the local community.
They are a real proper community club. Beth Lloyd going toe-to-toe with Bass, who wins the ball yet again. And it actually looks like Maya Bass has got the captain's armband now, doesn't it, for Maidenhead. Should have picked that up a little bit sooner, actually, but she took the armband from Simone O'Brien when she went off the pitch. Well, at what point, Abby, do you start thinking, yes, we might actually win this now? If you're in the Ascot dugout, do you? The management team, of course, will be ever professional, but there must be a few substitutes down there who have played their part in this game right now, just crossing their fingers, crossing their toes. It's what we do this beautiful game for, isn't it? It's why these players play for days and moments like this, lifting a trophy. Is there anything sweeter in sport?
Yeah, absolutely. I think probably when that second goal went in is sort of the moment you start to think, I think we might have done this, guys. I think this might be it.
player down at the minute. This will just add a few more moments on as we wait. Looks like Ascot are going to bring Libby Carter on as well. Just trying to see who's gone down. It's Kate Fox who's gone down, number 5. She's done a stern job in defence today. Has good goal score. She got that 100th minute equaliser against Maidenhead last Sunday in the league as well, and she makes way. So off goes Kate Fox to a round of applause from the Ascot United dugout. I said earlier JC Lane had gone off, but obviously she hasn't because she's right there.
There she is.
Yeah. That's a problem when you don't have a massive tannoy announcements around the ground. That's my excuse anyway. Yeah, so it definitely wasn't JC Lane who went off for Ascot United. She's still on the pitch. Here's Alice Ballum, just as the rain starts to come up as well. It looks like the trophy lift might be done in wet conditions. Here's Preston. Nice bit of skill. Lindsay Preston
She might have replaced Poppy Dearlove. I think she was who went off earlier. Can't see our number 7.
Yeah, I thought it was Poppy Dearlove has gone off, but I saw her going off, so I thought it was a different. I think it was before that actually. I think it was probably about 15 minutes ago. That's how quick I am with it. Lindsay Preston goes back to Martha Riley, pushes it through to McKeever, and there's no way through this time, and the ball's going to run back. We are into the 90th minute here. I imagine we'll probably have 3 or 4 minutes added on. But Maidenhead, really, they've had about 2 big chances in the game, haven't managed to make either of them count. Ascot United got things underway courtesy of a Cox corner in the first half. And then after a scintillating save from Kenny Clark, the ball was pushed into the path of Erin Huntley, who blasted it into the back of the net. That's the story of the 2 goals. It's Maidenhead United women 0, Ascot United women 2. And the Yellow women are heading for their first ever Berks and Bucks Women's Senior Cup. Time for a slight nervy finish to the game. Here's Izzy Stockton working into the box. This has got to go in if there's any chance whatsoever. Shouts of handball. What does the referee do? Nothing. It's a corner though. But it came off Sarah Sparrow trying to turn around and get the shot away. Kenny Clark is coming all the way up to the halfway line here. It's drilled in low into a cluster of bodies. Charlie Evans tries to get a shot away. Another shout of handball. The Maidenhead supporters inside Holloway's Park can't quite believe it, but it's a throw once again. Out of play, and Ascot United breathe a sigh of relief here and can just eat away a couple more minutes. Seconds then. Could be minutes.
I reckon it's about 4.
Back it goes to Clark. The rain coming down again here at Holloway's Park. Basque dispossessed and loses out on that far side to Liscombe. But Basque does so well to win the ball once again. Who's your player of the match, everybody watching? Let us know. Lovely play by Alice Ballum. She's got to have a shout for player of the match, the number 2 for Ascot United. She's been absolutely everywhere, carried the ball forward. Golden wins the free kick, and a few more precious seconds can go here. There you go, Lee, that one's for you. And it's Cox, who's going to head over to take this. There can't be long left now.
I imagine this is probably the last move of the game.
Liscombe dispossessed. Here's Charles. Preston sprinting forward. It's Lindsay Preston over on this right side. Charging into the box is Chapman as well. Still Lindsay Preston. Gets the shot away. It's into the back of the net. And maybe, just maybe, there's a little bit of belief here for the Magpies. Well, over on the far side as well, we've seen Chloe Chapman trying to wrestle the ball off Kettle here. And Hattie Kettle is booked for her troubles. Well, 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 Abby, you just never know in football, do you? Maidenhead United 1, Ascot United 2. We are right in the dying embers of this game right now.
I spoke too soon when I said that was the last move of the game.
Well, Lindsay Preston on the score sheet. We know we've got some of Lindsay's family watching in California. Thank you for sticking around. It was worth it, wasn't it? One attack could do it. Time is almost up here at Holloway's Park. The ball has to get forward. Kettle whips it back high into the sky. Headed back on. Well, as long as Ascot United have the ball, there's nothing Maidenhead can do, but Clark has it back. Kenny Clark for Maidenhead. We look to the referee. No whistle as yet. Clark taking it forward. Whipped into the path there of Chapman. Hooked back by Kettle. Referee takes a look at her watch.
Oh, that was a double look as well. The anticipation here.
We've had nearly 4.5 minutes added on here so far. Surely this is it now for Maidenhead. This has to come to something. Maya Bask goes back to Kenny Clark. They've got to get a move on here, Maidenhead.
If I can lip read correctly, the ref has just indicated there's still another minute to go.
1 minute, wow. We're all relying on Abby Ticehurst's lip reading skills here. As the ball comes into Stockton. The Maidenhead fans, they want a free kick. Stockton is absolutely furious. She didn't receive it. And here's Beth Lloyd now over on this left side. What does she do? Does she go for goal? Does she go to the corner flag? She whips the ball into the box and to make it 3 and to win it. And Clark gets to save, maybe, just maybe. Again, referee taking another long look at the watch. Time almost up. It's got to go forward. She slips. Referee blows the final whistle, and it's absolutely delight for Ascot United. They win their first ever Berks and Bucks Women's Senior Cup, and look at what it means to the Yellow Women. Well, we have had a grandstand finish here, though. Lindsay Preston pulled one back right at the death for Maidenhead, but it wasn't quite enough. Cox and Huntley on the score sheet for Ascot United. They make their way onto the pitch. They are absolutely delighted. And it's another different winner of this competition. And just look, Abby, at what it means to these players.
Yeah, they're absolutely elated, and they deserve it. A fantastic performance from them, absolutely.
Well, credit to both managers going onto the pitch to shake hands with the opposition and the referees there. Well, Dave Kitson will no doubt be disappointed. However, there's a lot to be optimistic about his tenure at this club so far. And for Ascot United, it just keeps going up and up and up and up. And they have won the Berks and Bucks Women's Senior Cup. It has finished here at Holloway's Park. Maidenhead United 1, Ascot United 2. And now we wait for the trophy lift.
Maidenhead will no doubt be disappointed to have lost, but it's no mean feat to make a cup final 2 years in a row.
Absolutely not, you're right. And as we said before, the bread and butter is, of course, league action. And Maidenhead United, if they continue this current form, will finish in their highest ever league position. Something that Ascot United are already guaranteed to do. So what a season this is for Ascot. Guaranteed to finish in their highest ever league position. And they have just won their first ever Women's Senior Cup. Well, Abby, what did you make of the game overall?
Yeah, a fantastic display of two brilliant Berkshire sides. Some top performances from both sides. Maya Bass was, I think, my standout for Maidenhead United. She won every single ball that she got to. And I think Alice Ballard was my standout for Ascot, actually. She, similarly to Maya, she got to every ball. A couple of big strikes as well. She was unfortunate not to score.
Do you know what? I can't disagree on either of those counts with you, actually. And suddenly we've got torrential rain again, just as we're about to do the trophy.
Might be swept away.
I think what we might do, everybody, as well, because the rain is suddenly coming down so heavy, we might just move the camera as well. So you might just get a little bit of movement on the camera. What we might do is we'll put a holding slate up for a minute whilst we go. Do not worry, you will not miss the trophy presentation. Do not go anywhere. Maidenhead fans, especially Ascot United fans, don't go anywhere. We'll be back very shortly for the trophy lift.
Do you know what? Also, this is very slippery, so be careful.
But yeah, no, just not hold the flag on. Just close out. Do you want to interview Dave? Still live on there, so you come here and just point.
If you want to go there, Dobbs, you've got to so you're dry.
Sorry? So you now got a picture, okay? So point it there, so it's still filming.
Do you need that?
No, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's that one, that's the thing.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Thank you for that. We just had to move the camera because of the weather conditions here at Holloway's Park in Beaconsfield. It suddenly just deteriorated again. It's been a bit of a challenge, but thank you for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. And we are moments away from the Ascot United trophy lift here. They're doing it right in front of the clubhouse here at Holloway's Park. Ascot United, first time they've ever won the Berks and Bucks Women's Senior Cup. It's been a scintillating performance from the Yellow Women in a season that's just seen them go from strength to strength. A club on the up. As are Maidenhead United as well. They're currently 5th in the Women's National League. They've never finished in the top 5 in that division. They've already equalled last season's points tally and already scored more league goals than they managed in all 22 games last season. They've only played 17 so far this season. The man on the PA down there right now from the Berks and Bucks, I think it's Chris Penny, he's doing the announcement, and we will very, very shortly see the trophy lift here. Dave Kitson, the Maidenhead United manager, just makes his way back out onto the pitch. Great respect between both sides. So unfortunately we can't hear what they're saying, Abby, can we? But I imagine Andy Cox right now will be the toast of Ascot tonight, won't he?
Back to the clubhouse for celebrations, I suspect.
Back to the clubhouse. There's a few nice pubs on Ascot High Street as well.
I've had a celebration or two in there as well myself. Probably some videos I can't share.
Well, we are just waiting now for the... I'm not sure if actually Maidenhead. I'm not sure what the process is here. I'm not sure
I think it's
whether...
runners up first.
I'm not sure. Did they get... so the referees have just received their medals as well. So big thank you to the officials for today's game. And now it's the turn of Maidenhead to collect their runners-up medals. They've certainly played their part, and they are growing their history in this competition. They won it last season here at Beaconsfield, beating Newport Pagnell Town Ladies in the final to claim their first ever Women's Senior Cup. Now it's the turn of Ascot United, though. Players get their medals, and like you said, actually, Abby, an awful lot to be proud of. It is no mean feat to make back-to-back finals. There's some big clubs in this competition. Reading, as we mentioned, MK Dons. There's some big names who start in this competition, but Maidenhead have made it to the last two for the last 2 years in a row. They now have a 50% win rate in this competition in finals. That is one of those completely pointless stats. Just which is a commentator's right to give, okay?
If you've been doing bingo this afternoon, tick that one off.
Yeah. I actually watched the Formula One this morning, and there were some cracking, obvious commentary lines there, you know, along the lines of the person in first is going to win the race.
Who knew?
But anyway, as you can see, we're going to see the back of it, but we are going to witness the trophy lift here. The Yellow Women, it's been some 18 months for them. They won the Southern Regional League last season, and now they are going to lift the trophy for the Berks and Bucks Women's Senior Cup. It's silverware for Ascot United. Well, in true fashion as well, the music starts to blare around Holloway's Park. Thank you to all of you for tuning in today. We really do appreciate it. Congratulations to both these teams. They have played their part in a magnificent final. But for the first time ever, Ascot United have won the Berks and Bucks Women's Senior Cup. Abby, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon in very difficult conditions, not just for the players, but for us up here in the gantry as well. Have you enjoyed yourself?
Yes, it's been an absolute pleasure. It's been an absolute pleasure, despite the weather.
Good stuff indeed. Congratulations to Ascot United. I actually have to drive through Ascot to get home later as well, so there might be party in the streets in Ascot. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you all very, very soon.